Hi all bro, okay, how you doing? Okay, I hope everything is fine. Now today we are going to see how we can convert an image into a vector, a perfectly outlined vector in Illustrator. So most at times, you see you want to print on glassy or clay surfaces or wooden surfaces, okay? And with the presentation in color, it is not that very bright. So we have affinity these softwares which are very well adapted to it. But hereafter, we see a transition which we can easily also do it through Illustrator and Photoshop. So for a very quick review, this is what we are going to do. First, we have to go to Photoshop first. Then we trace our image, the image where we want to place, or the image we want to use to place on top of each of maybe a glass, or maybe a wooden surface, or maybe a clay wired surface, you decide. Now, what you do is, for the first things, I will be very fast. We have to trace out the image first of all. Okay, we'll go with pen. So we try to draw it. I'll be very fast. Okay, fast, go fast. Okay, make sure trace it. Why are we doing this is because we want to create a perfect outline for a jpeg surface to make the background, that's a white background, to disappear when we are going to convert it. So that's a simple reason why we are doing this. Otherwise, if you see that the background will be also recommended in placing it inside your design, then we don't need to remove the background. But for the sake of consistency of the image and the quality of it therein, we are going to remove the background, which I know we can still ignore, but just to have a very precise and well organized or structured design, this is what is more recommended. You first of all clean the background, because we are going to do a little bit cleanup or restyle it with Illustrator. So we are using two softwares to meet up with this. So this is how we do in it. Okay, great. And this, and this, this, then we close it somehow here, it will up here, and then we crank it. Okay, great. We zoom out. We try to look at the other places. I think underneath the arms here, there is another place here. These are the differences that makes a graphic designer well earmarked when he's very, very peculiar with precisions. Okay, here. We do this. Okay, great. We zoom out. Then we go to our layer palette. We unlock it. Then we go to our path palette, right click here, and we'll make a selection. We click OK, which is going to trace us. Make sure select everything though. Okay, right click. Sorry, I'm trying to put it here. I'm having some issues with it, so let's redress it immediately. There you will go. Right click. They will make a selection. They will click here. Here we go. Then we press. We invert the selection. Control Shift I. Then we delete. Okay. Now what we do is we delete it. We deactivate it. Then we crop it to make it look perfectly within the range of what we are going to convert when we are going to place it there. Then we press enter here. Okay. Here said we go now to what we call our image. Then we go to, we select the image first, so beg your pardon. We go to layer, image, adjustment. Then we come to threshold. Threshold gives you the possibility to convert the opacity of the dark and the white, so you have to know how to play with it. If you go left and right, if it's okay for you, you go augment it right to the fullest. It gives it black completely. You go right here, it goes, so you know how to dance all over it. Try to bring it to the best that you can. Okay, then you click OK. Once it gives you something similar to that which you expect, then you click File, and then you export the file. Export as. You're going to export it. Maybe you're going to export it on the desktop, but it's a very appropriate place where we can find it. Okay, so we export it to the desktop. We do this. We make sure it is not in PNG. We'll make sure it is not in JPEG. I beg your pardon. We go to PNG, so they give you a transparent background. Then we can dance around with the image size here, but for consistency's sake, we will not need to do that. Okay, So what we do is we export, then we look for a place maybe on the desktop, somewhere on the desktop. Then we click, save, say yeah, we'll repeat it because I've done it before. Then when it exports, now we reduce this, we go now to Illustrator file. Now here's our Illustrator file. From here we are going to import or place, if you like, from the desktop, which is here, is our file. We'll double click here, this is it. Try to reduce it so not quite big. Okay, reduce it, put it here. Great, this is it. Wonderful. Now we've imported. What happens is we go now to Windows and we look for the option called image trace. Then pay attention what's going to happen here. Image trace, this is it. So you can create the outlines. This is what we want to use. Okay, and it's going to do the rest of the job for you. You can do it in the preview if you want it. You go to the advanced, take all time to do what you want to do. Yeah, that's it. You can now download it. This is a threshold, it's a 120. You can augment. You will see, it will give you the qualities here. You can reduce, all depends on you. Okay, so you can bounce around with all this. Then you click here, there's a button here called ignore white. This is to remove all the whites that will be inside. Once you click on ignore white, it will leave it all in one color. Okay, there we are. And then now your file is set. And that is it. What you do is you select it once more, then you expand. Once you expand, your job is done. It gives you a direct pixelation of your image, and now we have this. Hope you understood and you enjoyed the teaching. If there's any question, you know what to do. Just send me a message and I'll back to you. Thank you.